Okay.
Stinking thinking.
Stinking thinking, and what's the solution?
Surround yourself with positive people.
Positive thinking. Yes, ma'am. Procrastination, and what's just do it. Okay, excellent. You get the idea. It's very high level do, not action steps at this point. But we need to identify the obstacles and then kind of what it would look like if we didn't have the obstacle.
I just thought about this obstacle and I want to throw it out there. A big obstacle for most of us is our family, and we need to set aside time.
Big obstacle is not enough time for the family, or the family is the distraction. Distracted by family, and the solution is set aside time for family. Very good.
Boarding school.
Not organizing your time.
And what's the solution?
Get organized.
Excellent. Okay, I think you got it. All right, so, got one more.
You hang around negative people, get rid of them. Get positive people in your life.
All right. That's why we're all here, right? Excellent. Okay, page 2. Now comes the hard part, people. This is the hard part. This is the action steps. All right, so I'm going to stick with my example. Not make enough calls, make more calls. Here's the action step. Make 300 calls a day. That was mine. You may not have to do that. This is only an example. This was my example as an early stockbroker.
Could be even more detailed, like prepare your list the night before. Have your
Yes.
numbers.
She's saying prepare your list the night before. Absolutely. And again, I'm not going to go into every possibility. It's just this is where the action comes in, and that was an action step. And to the right deadline. Have to have a deadline. So in our case, she's going to say her deadline is every night. There's no date. It's every night. For my example, it's every day.
Go to 10 networking events every week.
Go to 10 networking events every week. Excellent. And what's your deadline?
End of the week.
End of every week. That's exactly right. All right, so my next action step would be talk to 50 people per day. Deadline every day. My next action step would be get 10 leads a day. Deadline every day. My action step would be 2 sales per week. Deadline every week. In fact, I might have probably at some point would have set that goal somewhat higher than 2, because 2 were going to buy for me no matter what I said. So maybe I'd set it at 4. Then eventually it's 6. And eventually it's 7 or 8, because I can't sell the last 2 anyway. But that's just sales. All right, so now we have action steps. Now here's the thing about action steps. I was lucky to come into a business where they told me what my metrics were. They told me I had to make 300 calls. They told me all the things that I told you at the very beginning. So I was lucky, but the part of this action step that makes this goal plan work exactly for you every time you'll hit any goal you ever set is if you know your own metrics. So the way we do that is by keeping records. Now I didn't make enough of these to go around, but if you'll just, let's see, can you help me? Just put 1 at the end of each table and let it just pass it down. So the reason this plan will work every single time is if you know yourself. So I knew after 6 weeks that it took me 300, they told me what it should do, and frankly, I actually did a little bit more than they told me to do, because I definitely wanted to hit my goal. But I know at the end of 6 weeks that it takes me 10 presentations to make 4 sales. I know that each sale is worth $1,000 to me. And so, therefore, I know that to make $100,000, I have to make how many sales? Somebody do the math. 100,000 divided by 1,000 is 100. So I have to make 100 sales. And so if I'm doing this on an annual basis, make 100 sales. And then when I'm breaking it down on a monthly basis, whatever 100 divided by 52 is 20 sales. So on a weekly basis, I got to make 5 sales. So I know because of the metrics that are me, that I have to make 1 sale to make $1,000. I have to make 100 sales to make $100,000, and then I work backwards as to how many calls it takes me, how many appointments it takes me, how many presentations, and I know that that's me. You may already know. Who keeps records of your sales success? You guys know enough right now to put this goal plan in use and hit your goal no matter what it is. If you don't, take 6 weeks worth of record keeping. Now, what I passed around here was how many dials, how many contacts, how many leads, and so forth. It may not be what you need to keep track of, but whatever it is, you need to figure out your metrics and then put it down on these action steps, starting with the goal, working backwards. You'll know exactly how many calls or how many appointments or how many sales or whatever it is you're planning for, and you will hit the goal. That's why if you state it in a positive way, you know your metrics, and you use this plan, you will hit your goal. This is guaranteed to work. Last section, any questions on that? She's going to give me the hook any minute. Last section is affirmations. One of my affirmations is I'm a prospecting machine. If you're in sales, you're not in sales, you're in prospecting. You're a prospector. So be a prospecting machine. And there's many of other things that you could put. Every day and every way I get stronger and stronger and stronger. There's no such thing as failure, only a way to learn how to win. A lot of different things. You can find affirmations all over the place. Write those down, and then the last thing you need to know is that you review this plan on a daily basis. You review your master dream list on a daily basis. Not a day goes by that you don't look at this, because you'll forget. You'll make excuses. But when you know why you get up, you know your why, and you look at it every single day, and then you review the reasons that you might fail and the solutions that it'll look at. You know why you're doing it. You know what your action steps need to be, and you do it one day at a time. Don't think about $100,000. Think about what I have to do today. Don't make it too big. All it is what I have to do today. And I'll leave you with one last thing. Whenever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon it, well, let me start over again. I need my glasses. Whenever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically, easy for you to say, enthusiastically act upon, must inevitably come to pass. This is why we have to have belief, we have to have enthusiasm, and we have to have determination, and it inevitably will come to pass. Come see us in Alameda on Thursday.
All right, let's go to Alameda.